What's up, YouTube? Heavy coming to you, Captain off the fish room. Jeff Promise Rolls. I bring you a video. Sometimes I just get hyped up like that. You know, no offense, I wasn't trying to scare anybody, but just calm down. Just calm down. Don't be this guy. Measured big rig yesterday, and happy to say that this fish right here, this guy, this many inches, guys. No, not 5 inches. 14 inches. 14 inches! Big rig is 14 inches long. Where did 12? Where did 12 go? I mean, damn. He's definitely a beast. But I'll show y'all how I measured him. I didn't take him out of the water or the tank at all. So, but I think I've done something extraordinary. And, you know, what I did was I took two store-bought CO2 diffusers. One is a reactor, one is a diffuser, and I put those together in a DIY CO2 reactor. It's pretty extraordinary. I showed y'all a clip inside the other, maybe yesterday's video. I think it was yesterday's video. I showed y'all a clip near the end and said that we would talk about it. So, without further ado, let's talk about how to measure big fish. And let's talk about my DIY / store-bought CO2 reactor. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, so we're back and you're looking at big rig. Now, how to measure big fish, okay? We all know, well, some of us know that, you know, you take big fish out of water, you run the risk of severely injuring them or damaging them permanently, and just completely stressing the fish out unnecessarily. So, here's how you can measure a big fish without taking them out of the tank and or the water, okay? You don't even have to, I mean, literally, you do not have to take them out of the tank, and if you know, you get good at doing this, you don't even need a net, okay? First thing to do is you want to wait until lights have been out for at least 2 to 3 hours. I would say 4, but I know somebody is going to get overzealous and say, oh, I did it in 2 hours. So, at least 2 hours, guys. I would wait 4 to be personal. But, here's how you measure a big fish without even stressing them out, okay? You wait until they've been asleep for at least 2 hours. I wait 4, like I said. And what they do is they go to their favorite spot inside the tank, in Big Rig's case, right back there behind that log or inside of his pot there. Really interactive fish, as you can see. Follows me everywhere. You know, like a little puppy dog that bites. But, you wait until they're fully asleep, okay? Then you go to the tank. Alright, and get yourself a dry erase marker, something that you can mark on the glass with, okay? See if we can get him down here so you can kind of see. Oh, he's not going to straighten up for us. But you can see that I used a dry erase marker. I put a mark here, and there's the other one, right there. He sleeps kind of at a tilt like that. Now, you can do this at the back of the tank or the front. Last night he was actually sleeping right here, which was perfect because I didn't have to go behind his tank. What you do is you know, put either a net if you're scared to touch your fish, or you can reach your hand down inside of there and just gently, gently, gently. You don't want to startle them and have them wreak havoc and run into a glass wall or something like that, guys. Very, very gently get them really close to the glass, okay? And then with your other hand with the dry erase marker, you put a slash where their tail is, you put a slash where their head is, and that's going to give you a very, very, very almost down to the centimeter measurement, okay? Now, of course, you know, I was kind of leaning over, but give or take maybe 1/8 of an inch or so. Big rig is 14 inches. And you can see that right here, okay? Let me get a tape measure for any of you out there that are, well, I don't know where my tape measure went, but, okay, well, wow, how embarrassing. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Calm down. Oh, right here it is. Okay, you take your, take your tape measure, then, and this can be a ruler or a tape measure, guys, it doesn't matter. Just something that has measurements on it, okay? Now look at this. Oh, well, 13.5. There you go. Almost 14 inches. I guess last night I was tired, but almost 14 inches, okay? So you measure it from the line to the line, and it gives you a really almost exact measurement of your fish. And once you get good at it, guys, I mean, seriously, it's that easy. It is that easy. The hardest part of measuring your fish this way is going to be not startling them. If you do startle them, immediately, and I do mean immediately, take your hand out of the tank, shut any lights that were on off, and just walk away, okay? Now, you do want to sit there for a minute and make sure that your fish didn't bash itself into, you know, the hood or, you know, one of the walls of the tank. But, I mean, you want to make sure your fish is okay, of course, but you immediately want to shut all the lights off, okay? You startle them out of a sleep like that, the potential is there to, you know, hurt or severely injure your fish, okay? So, you know, you need to take precautions with it, and you need to be very, very gentle, because if you do startle them and they start swimming erratically, guys, they can bust heaters wide open, electrocute themselves, they can run into the glass and knock themselves out, they can run into the glass and break their jaw, they can cut their foreheads going up through a hood, or, you know, whatever, okay? So you want to be very gentle, and if you don't feel comfortable, use a net. Okay, use a net and just same way, very gently nudge them as close to the glass as you can, alright? And it's better if you can use a very, very soft light whenever you're doing that, because generally you want it to stay dark, okay? So with that said, I hope you enjoyed that little tidbit of knowledge of how to measure big fish, guys. And you can do all of your fish that way, unless it's a severely small fish where, you know, it doesn't really... There's not really an interest of how big they are, okay? So now we're going to go down here and we're going to check out my DIY / store-bought CO2 reactor, okay? So you can see right here I have the ISTA Max Mix reactor. I think I said that right. Basically what it is there's a tube that goes down the center. You can see it right here, okay? Now there's a tube entering and there's two propellers right here, and the water coming from the pump actually spins those propellers, and generally the CO2 comes in right here, but you can see that it doesn't. It actually comes in right here. And my reasoning behind this, guys, and yeah, it does look crappy. I'm about to install these little gidgy bobs right here to clean it up and make it more, to make it less restrictive, I should say. Okay, but my idea behind this is going to make a finer bubble than actual, you know, CO2 just going through this inlet right here. This right here, this glass diffuser, inline diffuser, is going to make a finer bubble. The pump is pushing those bubbles through the propeller, and then it's getting mixed inside the water column outside of that tube, and then the water with 100% mixed CO2 travels through the bottom, up through this tube, and then right out into my tank, okay? As you can see there. Pretty awesome. Alright, so that's what I did, guys. I did a DIY project with store-bought you know, CO2 diffuser and CO2 reactor. Okay, so, you know, I'm not saying this is the greatest method in the world, guys. I'm just trying to spark some interest and get those wheels churning up inside everybody's brain. But I mean, literally, it's a great idea. And, you know, once I see, what's going to happen is I'm going to cut this further down, and this little widget right here to fit the smaller tubing is going to be like right here. and then the smaller tubing is going to connect to that, and then smaller tubing onto that. So then it'll just be up, right angle, through, and then this will actually sit straight, okay, and then a tube will come up, and then there will be a right angle, and then tube into tube, and then back up into the tank. So I hope that made sense. I hope y'all are excited. I hope that gets your wheels turning, guys. I mean, I was told that both of these were 3/4 inch fittings, and these little plastic nudges here actually go on there, and that's what's supposed to make it a 3/4 inch fitting, but it's not. It's not a 3/4 inch fitting. It does not fit my 3/4 inch ID tubing. So I made do, you know. I spent like 12 bucks on that. I spent like 20 bucks on that. So there's about $35 there that was just sitting there and being wasted. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put them both together and see how it works. And guys, it is working wonderfully. Okay, it's working great. I mean, there's a smaller bubble that's produced right here, so these propellers chop it up and it dissolves a lot faster. I don't have to use as much CO2 as I was using. You can see I'm not even doing a bubble a second here. Check that out. Oh, fix the solenoid, but now my gauge doesn't work. Piece of junk. Milwaukee regulators. I hate them. I have 2 of them here. Or no, I'm sorry, I didn't fix the solenoid. I had this extra one. I think I won it in a contest. I can't remember. It might have been something else. But the solenoid on this one worked, but the gauge on this one doesn't work. The solenoid on this one's broken, but both of the gauges work. So I'm just awaiting some stuff from somebody. I'm not going to tell y'all who, because I want it to be a surprise, and y'all are going to be excited when it comes and I do an unboxing and hook it all up and show it to you. So, like I said, guys, I hope this got everybody's wheels churning. Give you some ideas for some good DIY projects for, you know, stuff that didn't work out inside your fish room, or stuff that's just laying around and that was potentially a waste of money for you. So you can put stuff together and you can make it work. That's what DIY is all about. I hope y'all enjoyed today's videos. Today's video anyway. Be sure to go and check out Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook, guys. I'm gonna tell you in every video, big stuff is coming this year. You do not want to miss out on it, so just go like the page. That way you can stay in the loop, okay? So with that said, guys, this is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all are thinking. And we'll see y'all next time. Happy fish keeping, and stay true to the hobby. Oh, he bites now. Look at that. Kodak moment. Peace out, guys.